The first day of Jungkook and Taehyung's arrival in Mexico City was an unforgettable moment for the fans. The atmosphere in Mexico City turned to a sea of purple as thousands of armies filled the concert area since the early hours of the morning. The first day of BTS' arrival in the city not only opened their biggest concert series in Latin America this year, but also brought many small moments that keep fans talking about it on social media. From the moment the members appeared at the airport to enter the concert venue, the public's attention was focused on the warm chemistry between the members. But in the midst of all that excitement, one simple moment between Jungkook and Kim Taehyung actually became the most emotional conversation among ARMY. The first night concert in Mexico City was magnificent. The light of the stadium lights combined with the chants of tens of thousands of fans created an atmosphere that almost felt unreal. The BTS members performed full of energy from the start of the opening song. Kim Namjoon made the audience laugh several times through spontaneous jokes in English, while Park Jimin continued to try to communicate with fans using simple sentences in Spanish. On the other hand, Yoon Ho-seok succeeded in setting the atmosphere on fire with his explosive stage energy. Min Yoongi was seen enjoying a casual interaction with the audience, while Kim Seokjin made the other members laugh several times because of his mischievous behavior on stage. But when the concert entered the last part, the atmosphere suddenly felt softer. Jungkook stood for quite a long time looking at the sea of purple lightsticks that filled the stadium. He seemed to be smiling small, but also looking emotional. Many fans noticed that night Jungkook was silent several times longer than usual, as if enjoying every second of the atmosphere before him. And that's when Taehyung did something that made the stadium uproar again. Without saying much, Taehyung slowly moved closer towards Jungkook. He stared at the youngest member of BTS for a few seconds, then patted his shoulder gently with a warm smile. Jungkook didn't say anything. He didn't even explain his feelings to the other members. But Taehyung seemed to understand everything instantly. The moment lasted very short, but managed to make the fans touched. The stadium camera showed Jungkook finally chuckling after Taehyung stood beside him.
Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing.
The two then walked together to the other side of the stage while waving to ARMY. Social media was immediately filled with various emotional comments from international fans. Many say that TaeKook's relationship always feels special because they often understand each other without needing many words. Some fans even called the first night in Mexico City feel like a concert full of emotion and comfort. Not only because of BTS's spectacular performance, but also because of the small interactions between the members that looked very sincere. Throughout the concert, Taehyung and Jungkook were indeed caught on camera several times nearby. During the water game session on stage, Taehyung had a joke by spraying water on Jungkook, who immediately replied with a laugh. In another moment, Jungkook was seen paying attention to Taehyung as the member spoke to fans in simple Spanish, which was immediately greeted by loud cheers from the entire stadium. The natural chemistry of the two is back on the hot topic in the global ARMY community. Many feel that their relationship is growing more mature, calmer, more comfortable, and filled with small attentions that actually feel very meaningful. BTS' first day concert in Mexico City itself was called one of the most lively shows on their tour this year. The stadium was filled with fan chants so loud that some members looked completely surprised to hear the energy of the Mexican fans. Even after the concert ended, Jungkook and Taehyung's names continued to trend on various social media platforms. The video clip of Taehyung approaching Jungkook during the closing ceremony became one of the most shared clips of the night. For many ARMYs, the moment feels simple, but that's exactly what makes it special. Because sometimes, the deepest attention doesn't come from big words. Sometimes, it's just from someone who secretly understands your feelings. Before you even have time to explain it. The cheers of the crowd were still echoing even after the stadium lights started dimming. Many armies remained in their place, reluctant to leave the night that felt so emotional. Outside the venue, thousands of fans returned to sing BTS songs while raising purple light sticks into the air, creating a scene that made Mexico City feel like a second home for the members that night. Meanwhile, videos from the concert began to spread quickly on international social media. One of the most talked about is a brief recording when Taehyung secretly notices Jungkook from the side of the stage. Initially, Jungkook was seen just staring at the audience while taking a deep breath. The night breeze made his hair move slowly under the light of the stadium lights. He seemed to be immersed in his own thoughts, enjoying the sound of thousands of armies shouting BTS name non-stop. A few seconds later, Taehyung turned his head towards him.
I try to pick one thought, have some concentration, and if I make a mistake, it's called.
There are no long conversations. There are no dramatic questions. Taehyung just walked over, stood beside Jungkook, then touched his arm gently as if to say, "I know." Jungkook's reaction afterwards made many fans even more emotional. The expression on his face that had been calm slowly turned into a small smile that looked very sincere. He even had time to lower his head while laughing quietly before finally waving his hand back to the audience. Many armies believe that Taehyung has always had a unique way of understanding Jungkook, even in the quietest of situations. Throughout the night, the small interaction between the two continued to be caught by fan cameras. As the members walked towards the main stage to bow to the audience, Taehyung was seen slowing down his steps several times to keep pace with Jungkook. When Jungkook was almost left behind because he was busy greeting the other side of the stadium, Taehyung even had time to look back to make sure he was with the other members. That simple moment may seem small to some. But for ARMY, it's that kind of small attention that always feels the most real. Backstage, the atmosphere of the BTS members is also said to be full of happiness. Some of the staff in the concert area said that the members seemed to enjoy the energy of the Mexico City crowd. They laughed together several times while talking about how loud the fan chant was that night. Jimin was even heard saying that the atmosphere of the concert felt crazy in the best way, while J-Hope continued to praise the enthusiasm of the fans who didn't stop singing from the beginning to the end of the show. That simple moment may seem small to some. But for ARMY, it's that kind of small attention that always feels the most real. Backstage, the atmosphere of the BTS members is also said to be full of happiness. Some of the staff in the concert area said that the members seemed to enjoy the energy of the Mexico City crowd. They laughed together several times while talking about how loud the fan chant was that night. Jimin was even heard saying that the atmosphere of the concert felt crazy in the best way, while J-Hope continued to praise the enthusiasm of the fans who didn't stop singing from the beginning to the end of the show.
Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
But once again, the attention of fans is again on Jungkook and Taehyung. After the concert ended, another video showed the two idols walking side by side to the backstage area. Jungkook looked exhausted, but still smiled slightly when Taehyung said something nearby. No one knew exactly what they were talking about because the crowd was too loud. But Jungkook's expression turned soft instantly. And that is enough to make the internet excited. TaeKook's first day in Mexico City ended up being one of the most trending topics of the night. Many fans say that the relationship between the two feels warmer and more mature than in previous years. Not a relationship filled with excessive gestures. Rather, it is a relationship that looks comfortable, calm, and full of understanding. Someone who knows when to joke to make you laugh. And someone who knows when just needs to stand by you, without needing to say anything. BTS's first night in Mexico City may have been filled with fireworks explosions, majestic music, and the cheers of tens of thousands of spectators. But for many armies, the most memorable part was the moment of silence in the midst of all the hustle and bustle. When Jungkook was silent looking at the purple sea, and Taehyung instantly understood his feelings with just one look. Thank you for watching to the end, TaeKook Forever lovers. If you also feel that Jungkook and Taehyung really gave an amazing performance, don't forget to support this video by liking, commenting, and subscribing. Let us know in the comments section which moments of appearance from the Face era give you goosebumps. See you in the next video.